Absolutely. It's definitely a journey. And I mean, you've done incredibly well so far. I think you've kind of set yourself as an example to other DAOs and to, other organizations of how this should be done. Because it isn't just so cut and dry as some people, chalk it up to be. And I think that that's, really important to share with people.
A lot of trial and error, my friend. I wish I could tell you that we got it perfect from day one, but it's been a lot of analysis, a lot of trial and failure, and again, try fast, fail fast, right? And then after that, you succeed. So it's a continuing project, and again, Whale for me is my final project for my lifetime. So I hopefully will have a very, very long time to be able to fine tune it, and it should be a very interesting journey.
Amazing. I had an optional follow-up question, which I think I'm going to use for this. So thinking long-term, since obviously you are with this project, what are your community building plans? Maybe just some key points. And specifically, like, how do you see Whale DAO interacting with other DAOs, maybe such as WTF, Jamie's project?
Gotcha. And you are asking this question at a very opportune time, because I actually just sat down with my head of operations, Anissa, in Hong Kong yesterday to actually go through what we're planning for the rest of the year. So, from a community perspective, what we are looking to do is, number one, we are going to be looking to increase membership. And the way that we're actually going to be doing that is we are going to be increasing the number of events, as well as the number of interviews, as well as the number of engagement activities that exist within the community. In addition to that, what we're also going to be doing to increase that content and engagement is we're going to be doubling down on crypto art, and we are going to put a greater focus on the development of metaverse-based galleries, just to make sure that that experience can run across, all aspects of the digital, eventually moving even into the physical. So that's something that I've been very interested in since I started Whale, and even when Whale was, 25 cents, right? Something that has always been very interesting for me is it possible to use Whale to bridge the traditional world into the digital? So that's something that we're going to do. We have about 5 different pillars in terms of how we're going to move forward. But, probably the next and the other most important thing that we're going to do is we're also going to broaden the level of our strategic partnerships. And, when we talk about the level of our partnerships, we're talking to people within the space, so crypto native companies. We're talking to crypto art native companies and organizations. We're talking to some of the representatives from some of the world's leading art institutions and museums. We're talking to exchanges. We're talking to everybody and anybody, my friend. And, I think that there is a huge opportunity for communities, as you brought up, to be able to interact with each other, especially DAO-based communities. The very first interaction that we've already had, actually, is with FWB, Friends with Benefits, which is the second largest social token within the space. And, we had an exchange whereby I went across to FWB and did an AMA. And then after that, we had FWB come across to our server and do an AMA. And we capped everything off with a token swap, right, between Whale and FWB, which turned out to be very beneficial for both parties. So I think there are a huge number of ways for social token and for DAOs, for DAO communities to interact. And, I think over the next 6 to 12 months, we're really going to see that space blossom, and we're really going to see that interaction between different organizations happen as well.